Uh, yeah, I'm having this moment here, and I'm having sharing my ideas, uh, my experiences, and I will be sharing a number of uh, a number of ideas that can move you from one level to the other. I'll be sharing knowledge. I'll be sharing experiences. I'll be sharing even jokes sometimes, but also I'll be sharing good news. And good news, when we talk about good news, I'm a Christian. And when I tell you it's good news, it is news that will preserve your life even after death. Because we all don't care, because after we know that we all shall die, people have started making death easy. People have just tried to make it cool, but death is death. And I've never seen someone who has died and come back after they have been buried. No, I have heard some people have died and they come back, but I've not seen any of them. Yeah, so that, and those I have heard, they are million years ago, like not millions, but thousands of years ago. So that's why I'm meaning it's good news, and I will be very honest because I'm a Christian. I'll be very honest about that news. I will call spade a spade. If you love me, you love me. If you don't like me, it's fine, because I'm not here to be liked. That's one. I will share the news because I'm supposed to share the news. I'm not sharing the news to be liked. No, I'm sharing the news because it's the news. And if you listen, yeah, you'll be saved. If you don't listen, it's up to you. I don't mind. Yeah, and as I said, we are in difficult times because we are supposed to be in difficult times. And as I said, the good news is that even when we say it's difficult times, for those who have Jesus, it's never difficult. There is nothing difficult about a life that is filled with Jesus. I would, when it comes to talk about Jesus, I would speak about Jesus the whole day. I can speak about Jesus for the remaining time that I will exist. I can speak Jesus, and every day I'm speaking something different. And that's how marvelous and wonderful Jesus is. There is no topic that I know very well that I can speak until I die. Because even when we talk about love, the only things that I know about love, they are the things that I've learned in this short life that I've existed here. But if I talk about Jesus, his love is engraved in my heart. And so downloading that love and expressing it in different packages, it is easy for me than to express any other lesson or any other topic than the love of Jesus. And when I talk about Jesus, I'm not talking about like the modern people who speak about Jesus and Jesus' name because they have their motives. I've been wanting to speak about Jesus and the love of God for a long time. But every time we as humans, we have what we call motives of the heart. When there is that motive, you always want to do this, then you're like, but I don't have this. Then that's motive. Then you end up not doing it. Then you say, I will do it tomorrow. Then tomorrow comes other challenges. Then you end up not doing it. Then at the end, you are caught up in the loop of motives. So every time there is a motive, and you never have time to speak about the message, to never have time to speak about Jesus. But when I get time to speak about Jesus, I'm not speaking about Jesus as the world will say about him, because the world has capitalized on the fact that people are hungry for Jesus. People want to meet Jesus. People want Jesus for real, because people are sick, because people are wandering, because people are facing difficulties in their lives. People want to meet Jesus. But the Jesus they meet is a fake one. Why do I say a fake one? Because it's a Jesus who they present the Jesus a name, but behind there is a motive to present the name. Just like colonialism or colonization. Our colonizers came with a motive to spread the gospel, but they wanted colonies. And so they tamed us in order to attain colonies. You know? So the same today, people are taming other people in order to build financial empires. And because when you speak about Jesus, that name softens the heart. When you speak about that name, it cools people around, like it makes them cool, like calm. When you speak about the name, people hear wonders, people hear miracles, because that name is a living name. It's associated with healing, it's associated with deliverance. That name is associated with a lot of spiritual well-being. But today, instead of serving spiritual deliverance, people are using the name to build wealth, to build empires. And to me, that's not the Jesus that I will be talking about with a motive. The Jesus I want to tell you is about the Jesus who I love, the Jesus who my father taught me, the Jesus who has guided me, Jesus who has been in my life, Jesus who has been there for me, Jesus that has done wonders in my friends' lives, the Jesus who has done wonders in my life, Jesus who has done wonders in our family. When people read about the story of Job, some people associate it to be like just a story that never existed. Some people, because it is too much, like everything that guy goes through is too much for a normal human being to bear. So they associate it to be a fictional story. Then some people compare that story of Noah to be a story that just is there to elaborate something. But I want to tell you that today we have people who face exactly copy-paste of Noah. Sorry, of Job. I have personally experienced that experience. So when I talk about Jesus, is a Jesus whom has delivered me from that position. It's Jesus who has come to my rescue when nothing else could help. So when I tell you about Jesus, I only want to share because he has done wonders in my life, so he can do wonders in your life too. And at the end, you know, after all, what do you have to lose? To believe in a being greater than you, who by any chance, if you come to know him, you will be saved. Still, if that being never exists, you want to lose anything. see, that's how I would welcome someone. Say, believe in Christ, you have nothing to lose, but you have a lot to gain because it's a belief. And so once you believe in him, you start to understand him. Because a lot of people, I have a friend, or I have friends, a lot of friends, who never acknowledge Jesus as God.